Hello, Hilltop. Great job with your warm-up. Are you ready to learn some fun little mini games that you can practice your skills at home with? Good. Now for our first game, we're going to need another piece of equipment, and that is a ball of socks. So these are 2 socks that I just rolled up into a ball. And as you can see, I opened my towel back up to as big as I can make it, because we're going to do the towel toss challenge activity. And now this towel toss challenge game can be done with a timer or without a timer. You get to decide. Some of those last tiles in today's lesson are a 60-second or 1-minute timer, and then there's a 120-second or 2-minute timer for you to use. So any of these fun little mini games I'm going to show you today, you could play them while running those timers, or you could do it without a timer. It's up to you. So our first game is the towel toss challenge, and you're going to need a ball of socks, and you're going to need a towel or a blanket. Do we think we're ready to learn? Awesome. Now I've set a boundary for myself, and that's going to be this blue line. Remember, we've talked about making activities more or less challenging for ourselves. If I want this activity to be more challenging for me, I could have my boundary further. If I want the challenge to be a little bit easier for me, I could move my boundary closer. You decide your difficulty level, but I suggest you challenge yourself. So try to choose a distance that maybe you won't make the challenge toss every time, but it'll help you improve your skills. Now the towel is my landing spot or my target. I need to get my ball of socks to land on my target. I'm going to do that by practicing that underhand toss that we talked about a few weeks ago. So I choose which hand I do my writing with. That hand holds the ball of socks, and you swing it back behind your body and then forward. So keep your arm nice and close to your side, and remember to step forward with that opposite foot. And we are going to bend slightly. We don't bend down all the way. Remember, that's rolling. We want to try to toss our ball up in the air. Let's see if I can do it. I'm going to stay behind my boundary, step, swing back, toss. I did it. I completed the challenge. That seemed easy. Well, we're not done. If you landed on the towel, then you have to fold your towel in half. And do you see how now my towel is only half of the size? My target is only half as big now. I get back behind my boundary. I'm going to take a step, swing my arm back, bend my knees, push forward. I did it. I got it to stop on the towel. I'm going to pick up my ball. I'm going to fold my towel in half again. So now it's an even smaller target. This is going to help me improve my aim. I'm behind my boundary line again. Step, swing back, push forward. Ooh, it rolled off. So I get to go pick up my ball, but I do not fold the towel because I didn't get it to land on there. Let's see how I do this time. Step, bend, toss. Ooh, too much power or force again. So I'm going to take it back. And let's try one more time. Toss. I did it. Ooh, it fell off. That's okay. One more try. Toss. Oh, it rolled off. Now let's pretend I landed it on there. Good for me. I'm going to fold it again. Now look how small it is. So that was 3 folds. Now the towel toss challenge is not over yet. Now I have to complete that same thing, but I'm going to unfold the towel each time I land it on. So I'm back behind my boundary, step, toss. I got it. I go and pick up my ball, unfold your towel, just one fold, hurry back behind your boundary, step, underhand toss. I did it. I pick up my ball, unfold my towel again, run back, step, underhand toss. Oh, it rolled off. Quick, 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 go back. Try again. Oh, it's touching, so that counts. As long as that ball is touching, and then I unfold one more time, and I'm right back to where I started, my full-size towel. Now, my challenge would be done. I can try that racing the clock, or those timers that I told you you have in a few tiles further down from this one. Or I could just keep going until I finish. Another way to add a challenge to this would be after each throw, or my mistake, before each throw, I have to do an exercise like star jumps or squats. So you can change the game in that way to where you decide, do I have to do a certain exercise before each throw? Or you could do a situation where after you throw, maybe it's a different locomotor skill to go and get your ball. Like now I have to crab walk to pick up my ball and bring it back. So those are different ways you could change this activity to make it more or less challenging and to make it more fun. Now we're going to switch up some equipment really quick. So if you need to put your towel away and get out your next pieces of equipment, which are plastic cups and balls of paper. Pause this video if you need to, because we're about to jump right into those next challenges. Ready? Here we go. Hello! Okay, as you can see, I've changed our setup a little bit. So now you're going to need those cups I put in your instructions that you would need as equipment today. I've got 6 red plastic cups, but I've also, since I'm here at the gym at Hilltop, I've got some of our colored buckets that are a little bit bigger. So you can use plastic cups that you have at home that you use all the time, or you could use the recyclable plastic cups. Or if you happen to have buckets like I do here, that would be great too. And what you're going to use as your ball, if you've got the little cups, is just a little ball of paper. So maybe a project that you've worked on that you're already finished with, something that maybe was already in the recycling bin. Because we don't need to take a piece of paper that hasn't been used yet to crumple it up. We can reuse a piece of paper that we're all done with. And there's a tossing and catching activity I'll show you first. And then there's a fun game called Bozo Buckets that we're going to try. Bozo Buckets was a game that I used to see on TV when I was your age, and I loved it. Now, our first activity with our paper ball and our cup is just going to be tossing and catching. So there's a lot of variety or different ways you could do that. One would be to underhand toss it up with one hand and try to catch it in the opposite hand with that cup. Toss it up and catch. And now remember, we want to train both hands. Toss it up and try to catch. If you're playing with a friend or a partner or a brother or sister at home, one person can hold the cup, one person holds the paper. To increase the challenge, move further apart to make it easier, closer together. Now there's different ways you could try to catch. Like you could toss it up, try to catch under the leg. Ha ha, I did it. You could toss it up with the cup on your head. Oh, and try to catch it. I almost did. Let me try that one more time. I'm going to toss it up, put the cup on my head. Did I get it? Did I get it? I did it! So you could toss and try to catch with your head, or any other kind of creative way, like put it on your shoulder, maybe hold it with your elbow. Whoa! So there's a lot of different creative ways you can try to toss and practice catching with a paper ball and a cup. Now, if you want to play our Bozo Buckets game, you're going to need multiple cups in a row. And what I did, and I'll show you, is down on the floor, I put a bean bag inside each cup, so that way it doesn't tip over if it gets hit by the paper. So if you have something at home, like maybe drop a toy in each cup or something to make the cup a little bit heavier, so that way it doesn't fall over if you hit the side of the cup with your paper ball. I've got them all in a row, and what you want to try to do is make a paper ball in each one of the cups by standing behind your boundary line. So I made 6 paper balls, so I've got one for each cup. And you can change the rules a little bit however you'd like. You could throw all 6 paper balls and then collect ones you didn't make, or you could try for the first cup as many tries as it takes, and then move on to the second one. You can choose the order, but the goal is to try to get one paper ball in each one of the cups. Remember, another modification you could do, just like in our towel toss challenge, was maybe do an exercise between each throw. So maybe think of an exercise you can do. So why don't I start out? I'm going to be behind my blue line, and you can overhand throw or underhand toss. I'll leave that up to you. I think I'm going to do a star jump or jumping jack after each throw. Once I make a paper ball in a cup, I leave it in a cup the whole time. Ready? Star jump. I'm going to toss. I made it. Star jump. Here we go. Toss. Ooh, not make it. Star jump. Underhand toss. Yes, I made it. Star jump. Underhand toss. Not that time. Star jump. Underhand toss. Off the cup. One more. Star jump. Underhand toss. I made it. So I have the first three in, and I've got 3 paper balls left. If you want to make the rules, you only get to throw 6, 1 ball each, and see how many you've made in. You can do that. Or you can keep going until you made them all. Star jump. Underhand toss. Now, the further the cup is, the more challenging it is to make it. Star jump. Underhand toss. Star jump. Underhand toss. Ooh, it touched the cup. Now, another way you could change the rules is if it touches the cup, you could say it counts as being in. So if you're really having a hard time and you can't make it in, if you want to change the rules that way, you can. Star jump. Underhand toss. Star jump. Underhand toss. One more. Star jump. Underhand toss. And now you can use those timers, like I mentioned in those other slides, or a few tiles over in your lesson today, to see how many you could make in 2 minutes, how many you could make in 1 minute. Now that was with the paper cups. I have some fun color coordinated soft balls. And what I'm going to try to do here is only make the colored ball in the matching colored bucket. So I'm practicing my color matching, and I'm practicing underhand tossing, and I'm exercising. Sounds like everybody wins there. Let's see how I do. Maybe I'll do a squat now before my toss. I'm going to put these down so I got my hands free. Squat. Oh, here we go. Blue ball in the blue bucket. I got my red one. Squat. Here we go. Red underhand. He made it. Squat. I'm going to get my green ball. Underhand toss. Nice. Squat. I'm going to pick up my yellow ball. Underhand toss. Ooh, off the rim. Squat. My purple ball. I got to try to make it in my purple bucket. Oh, so close. Squat. Orange ball all the way down in the orange bucket. Oh, just missed it. I can run and get those balls and keep tossing until I make them all in, or set those timers and see how many you make in that time. Now we're going to end this tile here because I want to give you some time to practice this on your own, but make sure you click to the next tile. We're going to learn some bottle flip challenges. If you don't know what that is, it'll be something new and exciting, and if you do, you already know how much fun it is. Make sure you click completed on this tile, and we'll see you on the next one. Go Hawks!